Talk to me, Cleveland. Welcome to Chill Talk. This is your host, Kevin Chill Hurd, with the one and only, the super producer, Felicia Haney. What's going on, Haney?
Hey, hey, hey.
I was just, before you got in, I was just telling people to get their tickets, and I'm going to say it again now that we're recording and they see this on the playback. Get your tickets February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, for the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. We are producing a play, the Pulitzer Prize nominated Name It play, A.R. Gurney's fantastic production of Love Letters, starring two of our most outstanding members of the GCLABJ, the iconic, the legendary, you know him, you love him, Mr. Leon Bibb. He is directing and starring alongside also our very own GCLABJ member, the effervescent Miss Sandra Bishop. It is again February 13th, the day before Valentine's Day, 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. You can get your tickets on Eventbrite. You can go to Eventbrite, look up GCLABJ. You can look up Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. You can look up Love Letters, or you can go to the Chill Talk page and the Kevin Chill Her page, and you'll see the information about it. And you can just click the link and go right there. Maybe we can get a link to it later on and put it in here. But
I just purchased my ticket.
and I told people tickets are only $8, so y'all can boss out and buy a whole bunch of people tickets. Or it's a donation, so you can actually pay more because I paid $20 for my ticket. It's tax deductible, and it is a fundraiser. Everybody should know by now that the Cleveland chapter of the Black Journalists Association, will be honored in bringing the 2025 National Convention here to Cleveland. We need to raise money. We need to get it popping. So if you do go buy tickets, you can purchase a ticket for the $8 donation, or you can pay more, but you can also buy some other people tickets. You can splurge. Tickets are they're asking for $8. Felicia, have you heard any updates on this play? Any inside information? You know how you get it.
No, I just been hearing that everything's on schedule. It's supposed to be a great production, so I am excited about it. Um, like I said, I just bought my ticket today. Actually, I bought mine today. I couldn't donate $20, but I did donate more than eight. I kind of made a big purchase today that I probably should have waited on, but I did. So I said, well, I could do 10.
You got that bands? Did you get the bands? You flipped the bands off?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay. I thought you
I
had
ain't
went.
make that type of purchase.
I
So
thought you flipped the bands. Well, I was telling people they missed us yesterday. They missed us last week. We were busy. I'm not saying. All I'm saying is last week it was inauguration. All I'm saying is you have seen Felicia in pictures with Joe Biden. Okay, you already know that I know and Felicia knows, uh, the new Housing and Urban Secretary, Marsha Fudge, is our friend.
yes, I saw some of the clips from her nomination.
Nomination, so she's in the cabinet, and and you know that Felicia and I, we've hung out with the Obamas before, at least one Obama. Well, actually, an Obama relative. Let's say it that way.
We hung out with a Obama in law.
Obama in law. All right. All I'm saying is we have connections. So you never know why we weren't here last week. We cannot say, we weren't say that we were consultants, that they contacted us, that we can't say. Unless Felicia wants to say something.
No, no, no.
Okay, well,
Top secret
top secret.
for the
But
moment, anyway.
what I will say
Maybe come
is,
back
and I
with.
said it earlier, I'm gonna say it in Felicia's presence. Man, I can't believe y'all laughed at me because I failed the other day. Man, I posted that. I got so
I was
many jokes.
laughing.
You laughed, Felicia?
I did.
I know because you told me, you called and told me that you laughed.
I wasn't even there, but I could just picture it.
Man, let me tell you, you know how you late for the trash man is out there like, oh snap.
And they
He,
be sometimes kind of lightweight, acting like they don't want you to come bring your trash down there. You know, like if you just missed it, you missed it. I'm like, you
okay, so
you about to get these bags.
hey, I ran out with the bags. I grabbed the kitchen trash first because that's the most important. Grabbed
Mm-hmm.
we practice, recyclable. So I grabbed the kitchen and the recycle because they were closest to me. Ran outside. He was at the side of my house. I handed it. He looking at me like, oh, come on now. I handed it to him. Then I ran back in, got some more trash out the bathrooms. He was next door. So I ran next door, gated, and I went across our grass. He looking like, still? So I boom. So I'm thinking I'm done. I come down. Oh my God, there's two more bags that come from upstairs. So I run outside with my slides on. That was first problem. He was like four houses down. Now I got a t-shirt, jeans, and my slides on. It's like mad cold outside. So I'm running, and they see me coming. I'm slipping. I'm doing the James Brown all over the place. So they come back. They got the little cars. Not they had the big giant trash, vehicle.
Mm-hmm.
Then they got the little bitty cars. So he kind of met me halfway. I gave it to him. I'm thinking I'm good. On the way back up the street, whoop, bam, fell. And then Felicia asked me, what was your question, Felicia?
How long did it take you to get up?
Okay. What I didn't post, that I fell like four more times trying to get up. Because you on an ice patch of black ice. You got on your slides. I got my hand. Anyway, man, I felt like Joe Frazier when George Foreman knocked him out, and he fell like 4 or 5 times off of one thing. I didn't even look back at the garbage man because I knew they were cracking up. I didn't even.
You should have asked him for a ride to pick you up on that car.
Man, they could have helped a brother. I had to crawl over to the side to the grass in the snow to actually get my footing to get back up. Man, it was crazy. But
I would have did one of them. I would have been like, scooch me back down to
that. like I was on the Jamaican bobsled team. Just give me a push, slide me down. But again, no,
Yeah.
it was that was a rough one, Haney. Okay, but I don't know if you talking about you was at a fight again. I'm not saying where, but somebody got lumped up. Somebody trying to exercise their white privileges got beat up.
Oh, you talking about that fight?
See, talking to you, who knows how many fights that you saw or you've been a part of.
Yeah, I didn't actually get to witness the fight itself. I just saw the aftermath of it. So yeah, it was wild. So we are actually we're the currents, even though Chill didn't show up this week. We are the current reigning champions
The trivia champions.
at trivia night. Yeah, so we got our crown back last week, and we kept it this week. But last week, while we were in there, getting our trivia on, come to find out, somebody in the back hearing it back. Well, nobody even knew this was going on. So after the fact that this fight breaks out, they tear up like the whole patio of the spot, and then the dude that whoops. The whip up on the other dude come back in and bring him his glasses.
Here you go, bro. You left these while I was scuffing you up.
I got your glasses.
Hey, because in my neighborhood, Felicia, when we beat somebody up, we check pockets too. I'm not saying I do that. I'm just saying in the neighborhood, that's regular operations. It's been known. You get beat up and they go in your pockets. So you take a scuffing, get wrinkled, and get your pockets empty. And it not necessarily a robbery. That's just if you get into a fight, they just relieve you.
It's protocol.
It's protocol in the hood. And just in case y'all didn't know, I'm just letting you know.
It's
just in
part
case.
Of the plan.
Okay, but anything else? You were involved in some things. There's some GCABJ things happening. I mean, GCUF things happening. What's going on?
few things going on. And at Chill Talk, we always like to give away goodies. We like to give away good stuff. So we are heavily involved with films, and we always make sure we try to look out for you guys. So couple of announcements. I'll start by saying Denzel's new movie comes out tomorrow.
Denzel.
So it will actually be in theaters, and it will be on HBO Max. So if you have HBO Max, you can watch it in the comfort of your home. If you don't, you gotta risk going on out there to that theater. Mask up, get your sanitizer on, all that good stuff, and I'm sure Denzel will not disappoint. I'm sure it'll be worth it. So he's got a new film coming out tomorrow. His son actually has a new film coming on Netflix February 5th. It's called
Denzel Jr.
Malcolm
and some woman. It's the man and it's
Malcolm some woman.
Is it Zendaya? The woman is the actual.
She is that's the real person playing the part. Right. But I can't think of what the actual film is called. So it's Malcolm and whoever Zendaya's role is. So that's coming up too. February 1st, to kick off Black History Month, there'll be a watch party for the original Coming to America, Part 1. So make sure you guys tune in on Amazon and watch that. So that should be pretty cool to get the recap, and that's a classic. So that's always a good watch before the new one comes out. And we do have our eye on that ball for Coming to America Part 2. And we are going to definitely keep you guys posted about that coming up. It comes out March 5th, so that's really just right around the corner.
So if you want to get the free hookup, it's a good possibility that we'll have something jumping off here at Chill Talk. So just stay tuned. Also, I want to give a quick shout out to my mom who's watching right now. What's going on,
Happy belated birthday!
Her birthday did she did have a birthday? But how come when I failed, I saw my mother post talking about to put some Vicks Vapor Rub on the man. She won't stop with this Vicks Vapor Rub. What's going on to my man Joe Lutenberg? What's going on, Joe? My son's Willie Simmons. What's happening? Mika is in the building. Mika, you all in all the mixes. I need to holler at you to sometime to keep up what's going on all the other channels, because this stuff going down. I need to find out. Just 1 second. Okay. But yeah, everybody watching, please, if you can, please share. But go ahead, Felicia. I don't know if you were finished, but yeah, I stopped when I heard about the return to Zamunda.
So just giving kind of some upcoming things that are going on. I know people are getting out more, but there's still a lot of folks who are not going as many places as they used to, and doing things at home. So just trying to give some things that you can that'll keep you entertained while you are still quarantining or halfway quarantining or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, look for that February 1st. That kicks off Black History Month. And then GCUF, Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival, is running some month-long programming with various films that will screen, a couple of talkbacks, which will include some that are sponsored by NAACP, Cleveland State, as well as Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists, that Chill and I are members. Chill is the president, we've said many times. So that one is actually coming up next week on the 6th, the film about Leo's Casino.
The legendary, the iconic.
All heard about the iconic, legendary Leo's Casino. So there is a documentary film that's been done on that. And we're working on putting a talk back together with that as well. So that happens in February. So there's going to be a lot of good programming though. So stay tuned. Our brother and also fellow journalist, Mr. Branson Wright, his film, Women of Troy, is also going to show, and we'll probably have some folks talking about that. That is about that legendary USC women's basketball team with Cheryl Miller and
Well, I was gonna
who else
fight
is
on
on
the
there?
plane. I was gonna fight
You gonna
Cheryl
get
Miller.
jacked up on the plane?
I mean, hey, it was going down. Me and Cheryl Miller was about to have a problem on that
He's gonna
plane.
shove a basketball down your throat.
Yeah, you saw me post the aftermath picture. We had worked it out, and I posted a picture of me and Cheryl Miller. We were all good, but we are about to have a problem. But go ahead, Felicia.
Yeah, so that'll come later in the month. It'll be segueing into Women's History Month. So yeah, just a lot of good stuff. So make sure you guys check that out. Go to gcuff.org. Um, Follow them on all social media platforms. Greater Cleveland Urban Film Festival. I think it's GCuff Cleveland is the handles on Facebook and Instagram. So check those things out. And speaking of films and Black history and legends, I was so sad to hear that Cicely Tyson passed
I
away.
just heard that. Oh my goodness, a
Yeah.
queen, a giant in the industry, man. She was so, back in the day, she was so connected to the character of Miss Jane Pittman,
And
the
David.
first black woman I knew drank out the white people water fountain. Man, Cicely Tyson was a giant, and a groundbreaker.
And
Uh,
she was looking good. I mean, I think she was about 96, but she was the past few years that I've seen, photos of her posted. She was looking good
hey,
with a
when they
T
I,
on the end.
when
Okay.
they say black don't crack, they should just had rolled out a picture of Cicely Tyson. Uh,
Yes.
yeah,
Like this is what we're talking about. This is
uh,
prototype here.
a queen, and obviously people remember where she was the loved long time uh, love interest of, I'm saying it like it's a movie, of Miles Davis, and anybody knows their history, they had their ups and downs. You may want to go back and check uh, their story. It was a turbulent relationship. Um, my man Miles doesn't come out looking good from his relationship with Cicely Tyson. But just for historical sake, documentation, you may that's also a part of her history, is
Absolutely.
her life with Miles Davis. Certainly,
I remember her playing I don't remember the character's name, but she was on Bustin' Loose
ah
with Richard Pryor. I don't know why I used to love that movie when I was a kid, but I don't know if that's where I first remember seeing her because I was really young when I watched
mhm.
Bustin' Loose, but I remember seeing her from there, and she's gone on to do many great things. I mean, she had done great things before that, but post that also. So shout out to Cicely Tyson, Hank Aaron.
It's my man, the
Um,
hammer,
yeah.
the home run king without the drugs, without the juice. The home run king who wasn't on the juice.
Well, he got the juice before he died. We ain't gonna talk about that
Oh,
though.
see, we ain't gonna start with that. Felicia, don't
I know
start with
Chico
that.
is a vaccine supporter, but it
Don't
was mighty
start
funny
that.
how this man that died after he got the vaccine. But
Hey, the man
prayers
was
to
was
him.
86 years old, and they
How
are they are looking to
thank Aaron.
see. There has not been any release on cause of death, but what we not gonna do that every time an old person die and they had a vaccine, we not gonna blame it on the vaccine.
They
Uh,
blame all of them on COVID, so you might as well, hey,
Come on, we ain't gonna we
take
not
a couple for the team.
we're not gonna do that. And speaking with just and real quick, my boy called me the other day because I get all these calls about even when it's ever even anything slightly related to the vaccine. My anti-vax people call me up and try to harass me. Uh, it was like 200 uh, senior citizens died in Norway a week
Mm.
after receiving the vaccine, and so they told me fact check that. So I did,
Okay.
and it was true. It might even been more than 200 people,
Mm.
seniors died. But then I found out that 4,000 seniors die in Norway each week, regardless. Just
Mhm.
in
Oh,
so when you're
wow.
rolling out, so when you're well, you got to think, Felicia. I mean, I've been to like a senior citizen. I've had a relative in a long term care facility, and every week I go there, like 3 people have passed.
Hmm.
So you can do the numbers. So if 3 or 4 people pass each week at one facility in Cleveland, it has to be 50 senior citizens homes, long care facilities. That's a lot of people that just die
Right.
each week in those facilities. So you're talking about a whole country, how many seniors die each week. And that was one of the reasons they even thought about that when they said they were going to, vaccinate seniors first. They considered the fact of the optics that seniors will be dying at a greater rate in the middle of the inoculations. So they knew
Hmm.
that was something that they were going to have to see, that seniors are going to in that age range to die anyway. But we'll do a story on that. But I
My
think
cousin last night who has COVID, her and her husband have COVID right now, and she got it after the vaccine.
how long after, and it was it the I'm sure she didn't
Um,
have the first one.
have the first what?
They have the shot, then you get the booster, you get the second shot. So I'm sure this was after the first shot. She didn't get the second
Yeah.
shot yet, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. She just said that she got it after she got the vaccine. So I don't know. Maybe she I don't know if it was in between or what the case was, but I
Yeah. Well,
know.
they tell you that it takes about, and I don't want to speak, but I'm just without looking at anything, it takes about 2 weeks for the vaccine to actually start kicking in. So if you walk in there with COVID, or you were asymptomatic, or the next day you can still catch COVID, but theoretically you have to wait at least 2 weeks after you get the vaccine, and then you don't get the full efficacy until that same amount of time after you get the second vaccine. So you don't get it, and all of a sudden you can't get COVID. But our we got, see, we got my man. See, speaking of, he must have heard me talking about. I'm gonna let my man Stereo on for a hot second, Felicia, just to give us a shout out. But what we not gonna
Well,
do?
I'm gonna go and get my phone so that I'm able to look at the Facebook chat at the same
Okay.
time. So
All
go
right,
ahead,
we
and
we
I'm
not
just gonna
doing that. We're
pause
not
for.
doing the vaccine thing with Stereo, but I'm gonna let him in real quick while you go get your phone. We're bringing in the hitman. Let's see if we can get the hitman in there. If we can, anybody that saw the okay, Ladosha, I see you. Ladosha, I don't see you in the waiting room. So hit the link and come on in. I see Ladosha asking about it, but I don't see you in the waiting room. So check your link and hit it. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Stereo the Hitman either. He's not he's not in yet. Okay, we're waiting for our special guest. Also, while we're waiting on either Stereo or Ladosha, I want to say what's up to one of our good watchers, Sister Seisha. What's going on, Sister Seisha? Always, man, I'm always checking you out. Sister Seisha is watching. Not only is she a good chill talk supporter, viewer, but she wins stuff on chill talk. She, she can attest to the fact that on chill talk you can win stuff. So, but anybody that's ever go to her Facebook page, she's reading to the kids, she's doing literacy programs, she's doing an excellent job talking to the babies. So, check out Sister Seisha. You see her on there, Seisha Beckett. She does a fantastic job with literacy and reading to the kids and getting the kids interested in reading. So make sure you check her out. Uh Stereo, I already hit the thing. I let you in, bruh. It says joining. Okay, you see it, another thing. What's going on with my brother Frankie G in the building watching? Let's see if we can get Stereo on there a second time. He's saying let him in. I'm hitting the button, bro. So we are seeing, okay, I see the studio, the hit. I see it. He's in the dark. He always coming in the dark like it's a secret going on. Because he's part of the Illuminati. Uh, oh no, he's a part of the Illuminati
Yo.
busters. Is it that you're in the Illuminati or you're trying to to let people know about the Illuminati?
Yo, let me tell you, I heard you say over how many people died in Norway?
I think it was 400, either 200 or
Yeah,
400.
I heard you say that. You know, I had to chime right in when you said that.
Okay, but you do know, and I ain't doing this with you today, but like I said, it's like 4,000 people in those centers die a week just of normal things that elderly people die of. So you have to know that when you include seniors in it, that you know that's going to happen. You have to look at the numbers of how it happens regularly in the general population. So people
Right,
are
but
going to also.
I just heard taking the vaccine, 400 senior
I'm not.
citizens.
I'm not doing that with you, Stereo. Shout out something,
I'm just
Stereo.
saying.
Shout out some music. Shout out some projects. What's going on?
Everything, man. You know, it don't stop the grind. It's always the grind, man. You know what I mean? So, you
Okay, and
know,
people know Stereo on Chill Talk or Chill Talk related chill shows from coming on here jumping on Ankh and them. But in his daytime job, he is a top flight master music producer. Uh
oh,
he
God.
he has all types of good projects, been doing things for years. Although he's from the land. He's been out to the East Coast, to other parts of the
Yeah.
country, and he's been gone so long he developed a New York accent. I don't know how that happened.
I've been there for 30 years. You know, I've been there for a while, chill. So that's how it happened. Turn that light off for me, Cash, please. Yo, thank you.
Uh
Thank you.
oh, see we got
Yeah.
domestic problems in his.
Chill said, I see we got those.
He said, "Turn on that light."
Chill said, I
Somebody,
see we
somebody,
got
hey,
domestic
you
problems.
do it.
He said, I see we got domestic problems.
All right, Stereo. The Felicia is back. I'm gonna have to let you go, but just say shout out something, shout out some people, shout out some projects, shout out where they can find you. You got channels
Matter of
up.
fact, I'm glad you said that. I got the whole album now. It's on Spotify. It's on all the platforms. It's called Dance by Stereo the Hitman. The album is popping. You know what I'm
Who's the
saying? So
artist?
it's Stereo the Hitman,
Oh,
me.
it's you, the artist.
Yeah, the whole album out.
Oh, you singing? You got special guests on there?
Yeah, I got Smooth the Hustler, I got Trigger the Gambler, got this kid. It's full of Red from NWA. The whole album's called Dance. It's for the grown and sexy. It's
All
fire.
right, my man Stereo the Hitman. We gonna have you back, bro, because we gonna be back in your lane pretty
For
soon.
sure.
On
For
your
sure.
part-time job, not your full-time job.
No doubt, no doubt. But I
All
have to
right,
chime in. You already know.
all right, bro. All
Okay, peace.
right, but you know Sean and Ankh, they after you, boy.
Yo, Unc was just on my page Sunday, man. Him had a one-on-one the other day about the
What?
vaccine.
What?
On
Okay, I gotta check
my
that out.
Facebook. Yeah,
Okay, we'll talk about
yeah.
that. All right, Stereo.
Okay, no
All right,
doubt.
peace, bro.
Peace.
Okay. All right, that was Stereo the Hitman. We still are waiting for Ladosha. I saw her in the chat. Let me, Felicia, tell the people something, and let me go check on Ladosha.
All right. I don't have my Facebook up, so this is a little bit weird because I'm just talking straight through Zoom, but I can't see you guys or read what's in the thread because I got storage issues, y'all. Like my phone is like completely out of storage, which is causing so many other issues. So my phone is just like kooky every day or every other day. Today it actually was pretty good. I was able to dial out, I was able to text, all kind of stuff. It was working pretty well. But I just went on, I don't know if you can see it. I just went on to try to get Facebook. You see how it says it's in the cloud? it will not allow me to download the app or re-download the app. It'll say loading, and then it tells me that it's unable to install Facebook because I have too much. I do not have enough storage. Oh, she's here.
Boom.
But if anybody know how I can free up my phone without having to go through these 11,000 pictures I got on here to delete, because I do not have time for that, let me know how I can fix this. But
all
enough
right.
about that.
We have our special guest. If she can unmute her mic. Man, Ladosha is on way too much on all kinds of programs not to know you got to come on here and unmute your mic. She does 20 shows a day, and now she can't unmute the mic. Let's see.
Now she looking like she need to put her, like Fred Sanford, need to go in that drawer and pull a pair of glasses out.
There you go. Okay, we still don't hear you, though. Your mic is unmuted, but we don't hear you. But your mic is unmuted.
Might be the headphones.
Yeah, could be. Say something. You can hear us, though, right? Can you hear us, Ladosha? Maybe she can't even hear.
Maybe not.
Can't. Okay, she's gonna do something else. She's trying something else.
I guess she's gonna go off and come back.
Okay, let's see. We're working it out. She's working it out. But while she's working it out, again, anybody watching, please go to Eventbrite and log on and buy a ticket. Buy 2 tickets. It's the day before Valentine's Day, February 13th, 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Love Letters starring 2 of our members, our Black Journalists Association members, Sandra Bishop and the legendary Leon Bibb in A.R. Gurney's Pulitzer Prize nominated play Love Letters. It is guaranteed. I've kind of heard about some rehearsals, and it's guaranteed to make you cry. Y'all go get them ugly cry.
Snap.
Y'all go. What's my girl's name on Fences? Just on How to Get Away with Murder.
Viola Davis.
Viola Davis. You go get those Viola Davis not bubble cries, but cry like I was on the airplane watching. Man, what was that? My daughter cracks up at me every time because I told her I was on the flight one day and I watched some movie. I hadn't heard about it, and it got me.
Oh, I thought you was about to say how you was crying when Cheryl Miller was about to.
Yeah, Cheryl Miller didn't want none of this. Cheryl Miller did not want it. Okay, let's see. We have Ladosha back. Says it's connected to audio. Audio. I see she has a mic. Now let's see if the mic is muted. And let's see if she can unmute. I will actually hit a button on my end that says ask to unmute. Let's see how this works out. Can't hear her. Well, her mic is still muted. But can you hear me? Okay, she's gonna try something. We have to get my BFF on here. I don't know what that is because she
Well, it was still muted. I mean, anyway, so even if it wasn't a technical issue, we wouldn't have been able to hear her.
Yeah, but on my side, I can see when it's unmuted. And it said it was, at first it was muted, then it said it was unmuted.
It still said muted before she went off though.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's try it again. We're literally in the building. All right. Let's do it. It says connecting to audio. Now see the mic icon, even though it's muted. Now let's see if she can, and now she's
that?
There we go.
I don't know. On my phone, it just didn't want to work.
So what are you on now?
I'm on a computer.
Yes. Okay. Well, you know what? It is no need for a super introduction because everybody that's ever watched Chill Talk, they know who this is. They know my BFF, entrepreneur, product owner, She's an international authority. She's back and forth to the motherland, to the Gambia. She's opened a library in the Gambia. She she has multiple books out. Man, my BFF is just the bomb.
Thebomb.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Ladosha Wright. What's going on, Dosh?
You got it. You got it. Just finish, busting out some hair. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got. That's what I got going on.
All right, let's.
But look like you busted out yours because it is popping, sis.
You think so? I was just like, ooh.
Yeah.
It was cute, but that last job I had to work. Well, Kendra did all the work because I had to do Rev Air and then come over to you guys.
Man.
Well, you are looking good.
Oh, right. Thank you. The lipstick looks better on film, but on camera, but in real life, this stuff is ugly.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
We'll
goodness.
take it.
Well, Dosh, before we get into some new things, you always have things on and popping. Let's just catch the people up on who you are, what you've done, what you have, how to find you, what to look for, where they can see you at, where they can pick you up at. Not you personally, where they can pick you up at. But you know how my people on my page act sometimes about Ladosha. But anyway, let the people know who you are, Dosh.
So hello everyone. Again, I am Ladosha Wright, the author of What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, Curly Hair Adventures, and the Beauty and Barber Survival Plan. So I'm just the zany, brainy cosmetologist who loves to tell you everything about hair. That's just really who I am.
All right, Dosh. And really quick, you okay, first of all, guys, I have a new dog, and this dog is over here next to me acting crazy. Uh Let the people know about your products, where they can find you on your podcast, how they can find your books, because they people you are the hair aficionado, historian, you are a hair archaeologist.
Here,
Talk to
oh,
the
I
people.
like that. I wish I was. So, basically, right now, I have a line of hair care products called the Wright Hair Care Products. So that is just really in alignment with the three-prong message strategy that my book is all about, which hair care and hairstyling are about three simple principles: the right products, the right tools, and the right technique. So my products are really about promoting that message. And then I also have a new line of nail polish coming out called the Right Nail Polish, of course. And then of course, I've got the right comb. Looking real good here.
Wow. And people can buy your products. They can you have a Amazon store. Is that
Yeah, so I have an Amazon store at amazon.com / Ladosha Wright, or you can go, I have a Shopify page also at globalhaircare.com, my Shopify.
mm, mm. Felicia, you might want to check some of those nail things, some of those lip things. Man,
That's
come on.
That's right. And then my podcast, which I don't know if y'all know, but I've been bragging up some stuff. So I do have a podcast that's been ranked by FeedSpot as one of the top 25 hairstylist podcasts to listen to in 2021. So how's that for a BFF? So you
Mm.
can check that out, What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon, on all the podcast platforms. It really is doing really good.
Way to go. Now, I will say, while Ladosha has an event coming up, since we do have her on here, anybody want to jump on real quick, ask her a question? Because she can freestyle it. She's ready. You have a question about your hair care, uh, so-called black people hair.
Yes.
But the link to get in here is actually in the description box. So feel free to jump on if you want to ask her a quick question. Before I get into what she has, the event she has coming up. Felicia, I don't know if you had some just in general questions for Ladosha prior to her announcement about this new event going on.
I had a question about something I seen in your background, and it said collagen on there. What is that?
Yeah, so every season we offer, treatments at the hair salon to help, promote the health of the scalp and the hair. So we just basically have 3 treatments. So our first one is sea moss. So sea moss is one of those ingredients from the earth, and you just apply it to your scalp and your hair, and it's really good for scaly, itchy, problematic scalp, and then, dry hair. And then collagen is the hottest thing smoking in the supplement family. And so this is synthetic collagen, I have to admit, but collagen is responsible for the hair having its pliability, that resiliency. We call it recoil in the hood, snapback. So collagen is definitely responsible for that. And then last but not least, we have the hot oil treatment. And of course, the Wright oil, hot oil treatment.
Man, I thought collagen was the place at college when you had your little sneaky sneak and you went, y'all hooked up and you took your little boo thing to the college inn. I guess that's a different
Yeah, it's
thing.
a different kind of collagen. Our body makes collagen, but when it comes to hair care with all the, wrapping, twisting, dyeing, flipping, gluing in, sewing it in, braid it up, all that stuff, sometimes you're going to lose some pliability. So we need to add, the collagen to help the hair become more pliable, and that reduces the likelihood of breakage. It keeps your color from fading. If you have your natural hair, your locked hair, it's definitely going to make it that much stronger. So it's really good. It's selling very well. Everybody's on their collagen treatments, and it's working. And the sea moss, they like all of them. All the treatments we do, they're very good.
Okay.
Now I have used sea moss. I put it in my smoothies and I ingest it, but I've also used it on my face, the skin on my face. But I never even knew that you could use it on your scalp.
Oh yeah, I take it too. I love it. I put it in my applesauce. I mix it up in some grapefruit juice. I love it too. I tell everybody you should eat the sea moss, but some people like it's so slimy. I don't see nothing wrong with it. But yeah, you can definitely you want to, but make sure you're using it on clean hair, people. So don't do this on hair that's not clean. Actually, you want to clean it and condition it. It's not a conditioner. It's a nourishment. I repeat, sea moss is not a conditioner, but it is nourishment for the hair and the scalp.
So would you use it after
So you're gonna
the
shampoo
washing?
your hair, make sure it's squeaky clean, not bubbly clean, squeaky clean. And then you're going to use your favorite conditioner, comb it through. Then I would put my hair into 4 to 6 subsections and just a little, now don't swim in it, apply it to your scalp. And then you're going to put a little, on the ends, comb it through. When you put it, you're gonna be like, oh, what? This is the bomb. It's really nice. I have a video on my YouTube channel and in my Facebook. So if you scroll down in my Facebook feed, you'll see that I've used it on people. Men, I did it on a guy, and look what I got, just to show you how good it is.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Okay, wait. Okay, let me get this straight. So you put something on the brother's head and he sent you some flowers.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I get all kind. Y'all don't know what kind of gifts I get. I get so many. I wish what other kind of. I get all
it must have
kinds.
been some special flowers.
I know. I'm telling you, customers give
She
me
got an outfit to match the flowers and everything.
These customers are so nice. I'm telling you, they're always giving me nice stuff. I was just trying to think of where's my other gift that I got. But yeah, so I get all kinds of nice stuff. Cards, I got a nice card, all kinds of stuff. Look at this. Just for the kindness of the world. So I get stuff all the time. I'm so not making this up.
Okay,
Well, you are well deserving.
Yes, she is. And Felicia, I was at, I always just, do drive-bys and drop by on my BFF. And I was just there the other day. People just rolling up on a pullover. Like, I heard you are the famous Ladosha Wright. I just want to make sure this was actually you. can I come in? Do you actually let people come in and do their hair? And I was like, I can't believe it's you. And then they said, okay, I'll be back. Here's my card. I'm gonna get your number. I'm like, okay, does that happen a lot, Ladosha?
Really, it does happen. That's what I'm saying. So that's not uncommon. I really get some very nice gifts. So no, he wasn't trying to hit on me or nothing like that. People say he must like you. No, I.
Chill was gonna have to karate chop him.
Hey, if I had to do karate on everybody that likes Ladosha, man, it'd be like Enter the Dragon up in here.
Whatever.
But Ladosha, I do have a question that somebody, and one of these questions I've asked you before, and people have asked you all the time, but we get another chance to address it. But real quick, I also want to say what's up to Terry Chambers, our man, Lavinia Joseph, my man Daryl
That's my
Shaking.
boss. Hey,
Way to
boss.
go. Hey, boss. And my brother Daryl Shake and Bake Sullins. Matter of fact, you'll be seeing some information. I'll probably start posting it today, and Daryl may be posting it, that we are honoring again our Grandmaster Sensei Karate Master Ken Ferguson with his Grandmaster belt. People already saw him receive his official notification that he was certificate that he was had been promoted uh, through the United States Karate Federation and the Kwan Karate Systems. But now he is officially being presented his Grandmaster belt by and from his top students. This is our gift to him, and we will be doing that on Zoom on my YouTube channel. So stay tuned for that information probably tomorrow, but it'll be on Saturday. I believe Daryl is at 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I think it's around 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, but you'll see the time. So we will be doing that. But Ladosha, I want to ask you, because people keep asking me, and you've addressed this before, but these are for new people. One, does coloring your hair injure your hair? And two, can you be a real black soul, natural soul sister with color in your hair, with red and blue and blind people's color in your hair? Can you be natural with color in your hair?
Well, we just
And does it hurt your hair?
Does it hurt your hair? Okay, so here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon about coloring your hair. So hair coloring is very safe, provided you know what you're doing. So I would say 99.9% of any damage that's taking place on hair as it relates to coloring or any chemical service for that matter is really at the hands of the person who's putting it in, because technically by law, the United States of America, the FDA, the Food, Drug and Administration, they do not legally allow products to be put on the hair or skin or your nails that's going to make it come off or compromise it. So people like, that ain't true, that ain't, yes, it is true. So if people are using chemicals on their hair and they're having any type of adverse effect, it's probably because the technician did not, number one, read the directions, or number two, they don't understand the fiber or anatomy of the structure of the hair. And then number three, they may not be using the right products. So all the, modalities that you can alter hair, from coloring it to straightening it to, whatever, lightening it, it is very safe here in the United States. And as far as the authenticity of your blackness or your coloredness, if you alter your hair or color your hair, well, I don't know, but I think I'm probably one of the blackest folks on the planet. So when it comes to the ethnicity thing, so I don't think that makes a difference. But you see, I got dogged on your show about my hair color, so but I'm used to it.
Right. And one of the things, that I was excited to show Ladosha, because I knew that it was in her lane. I do, and Felicia knows that I've done tours at the Cleveland Museum of Art. It's particularly in what we're calling the Egyptian Gallery, where there is one, they have a comb in there that's like 4,000 years old. from ancient Kemet that we know today as Egypt. But also there is a picture of Nefertiti in there, and her hair is blue. I mean, beautiful blue. And that just goes to show that we, our people, have been coloring. I mean, Ladosha can tell you that, but we've been coloring our hair many colors. Matter of fact, black people probably invented coloring hair.
Probably, we probably did.
So, but our women have been coloring. Black women have been coloring their hair for thousands of years.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
with colors that we invented. And don't
Right,
even get me started talking about
right.
the synthetic color blue. That's something that was created in ancient Kemet. Was the first people to synthetically recreate the color blue.
Hmm.
But yeah, so yeah, but anyway, Ladosha, I don't know if you want to finish up on that before
Yeah,
we
no,
go to the
no,
big
no.
event.
Yeah, those questions always comes up. So that's why we're having this. That's a perfect segue into the event that's coming up on Tuesday, February the 9th at La Barberia Hair Institute. So yeah, so we're gonna, get right into that.
Okay, so let's talk about it. It is a big event going on. People have, if they've seen your page or followed you, they've already heard this, but we want the Chill Talk audience. You have lots of fans here on Chill Talk. Let the people know what is going on coming up, the date, and what is the big to do that's happening, Ladosha.
The big to do. So I will pretty much be going live just about all day, all next week up until the event. I even have an interview coming up on WOVU with TC on Monday. And so the big event is that I am going to be giving away a boatload of combs, the Wright combs, that is, on behalf of the Rev Air, the makers of the Rev Air device, the world's very first reverse hair dryer. So I'm going to be giving away these combs to the students of Shaw High School Cosmetology Program and the students at the La Barberia Hair Institute. They are going to now be having the combs as an official part of their barber kit. And so hopefully, during this interview, you'll pick my brain and, just like, why is that so important? So it seems kind of trivial, but this is some really big news.
Okay. Well, Felicia, I don't know if you wanted to ask, because I have a couple of questions I wanted to ask about the event and the comb, and as well as the comb giveaways, but I'll let you handle some of this if you like. Okay,
She
Felicia,
good,
I
she
don't.
good, she good.
Okay, I don't. She Felicia handling up. She's multitasking over there. But for one, Dosha, so they're giving out combs, the right combs. Okay, first of all, what's the difference between the right comb and any old comb I can buy for 99 cents?
Okay,
Uh,
hold on. I got you. Hold on. I got you.
I want to know the difference between the right comb and the wrong comb. So is the other combs that people been using the wrong comb? And is yours the right? And why is this one the right comb? So she's run off to go give me a primary source. She's gonna give a
All right,
demonstration.
so I had to go get that. I should have known you were going to ask that. So you know what Big Mama say, stay ready. You ain't got to get ready.
No.
So here's the thing that I want everyone to understand. Here in the United States, there's this big thing, since the politics had gotten a little heavy last year, about this big thing about like cancel culture, where everybody's concerned about, you're taking down all the statues, you're getting rid of our culture. So I always think about, me being a cosmetologist and how we live cancel culture every day as cosmetologists. Forget the race, remember just the career as cosmetologists. So in the beauty industry, we are charged with the task of styling hair. And when we do that, we go to school. By law, we have to have a license. And when we go to school to get a license, they give us a kit. So in this kit, they typically give us various combs. And so the combs that they give us are to do different things. So we have combs for cutting hair. We have combs for, like tapering hair, okay? We have combs for combing out hair. Now, the challenge is that most of these combs are for this type of hair, okay? And so, but we know that in real life,
Harpo, who is that woman? No, go ahead.
most people are going to come in, you know, with this type of hair. So you got a lot of people who are coming into a hair salon or a barbershop to get a taper. Maybe they just want to keep the top and rock the Maxwell, or maybe they want to cut it all off. Who knows? But in reality, these combs that they have given us, they're really not for that type of hair, okay? Now, what happens is they said, well, let's try to invent, let's give them a wider tooth comb. So in the beauty industry, the customer, the beauty and barber industry, the customer and the hairstylist, we're kind of considered as one. So either the company will introduce these to us or a customer will introduce. So these wide tooth combs have become the go-to combs for people with very textured hair to use. These have got to be the worst combs on the planet for textured hair because the teeth are too wide, thus making them very ineffective. That's one. The ergonomics on it for your hand, you're going to get a bigger hand cramp or a tighter hand cramp. Also, the teeth are all straight, so the head is round. So this is going to make combing out the hair extremely painful. It's going to take a long time. It's going to evoke all types of negative feelings and emotions, and you'll get that visceral response, I hate doing my hair, when you're using the wrong tools on the hair, okay? Particularly very long hair or people with medium to a lot of texture. So these combs are not going to work, okay? So now you bring in the right comb. Now, when you look at combs in antiquity, what you will notice in all of your little, artifacts that they find combs with all different teeth lengths and sizes, and they're definitely serving different purposes. So some combs are for adornment, some combs are for cleaning, some combs are for actually combing out the hair. But one thing that we know for sure with those combs in antiquity, those combs had very long teeth, okay? Now, I haven't known anything to be told how or why they make the combs that way. So I'm just gonna do some good old-fashioned deductive reasoning. So we know that the longer the comb, you can get through the textured hair with more efficiency. Number one. Number two, it also will allow you to actually part the hair. So the longer teeth, you can actually get through the hair. Also, you can scrape the scalp and remove a lot of the debris. So the purpose of the comb is to actually cleanse the scalp and remove hair that naturally sheds. So when you use these wide tooth combs, you're actually leaving hair behind. You're not cleansing the scalp. You're compromising the texture. You're compromising the hair. And then emotionally, you're hating it. You're calling it bad hair, nappy hair, nigger naps, kinky, nigger knots,
Oh my.
booty boos, cuckabuds. You're starting to say all these bad things about this hair because you have the wrong tools, the wrong products, and the wrong techniques. So now we're going to introduce the right comb to address that so we can help people physically with their hair, and then of course, emotionally with their hair.
Oh my goodness. Felicia, did you hear all of that? Did you see that? That was the breakdown.
I was over here taking some notes, okay? And she just took us to school.
Now,
Now, can this comb, is it only a special comb that you can get if you are a stylist or in school, or can someone purchase this? Like if a client comes to see you and just is like, hey, this is pretty cool, I would like one of these for home. Can I get one?
Yeah, so first let me say Rev Air is not the inventor of the long tooth comb out comb, but what I did was I begged them when they talked about what can they do to make their brand better. And I said, we need to have a comb with the device. And so I had a long conversation, with the owner and all of his crew. And they surprised me with the Wright comb. And so you see a lot of, inventions to try to make combing our hair easier, but you just got to go with what history is saying. And I'm telling you, these work. So this can be found at myrevair.com under accessories, or you could just come here to the Rev's Design Team Hair Salon and you can get one. And they're also available, through the Amazon store and the My Shopify. So it retails for just $9. And so, and we'll talk about some of the benefits of it and what makes it so cool when Chill is ready for me to do that.
And can you tell everybody where to find the salon if they do choose to come by to pick it up?
Oh, yes. The salon is located in Cleveland Heights at 2062 South Taylor Road, and you can Google RDT Hair Salon, and the directions will take you right here. And you can also check out our website at rdthairsalon.com, and it's more information about the salon on the website.
Okay, now Ladosha, I'm reading in the chat. People are saying you have to link up with their friend at Kelly Rice at the Barber College in Lee Harvard Plaza.
Okay.
And he put the link in there, the Keratin Barber College. And I do know that you have done some things. You've worked with people with the Barber College. And I know you've done some things with our good brother Waverly Willis from time to time.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So let us know, but now who's going to benefit from this event that you have coming up? Who are the people specifically that is going to benefit, and how is it going to benefit them?
So the people who are involved, number one, are the students and the teachers. This is like super duper important because the teachers, of course, are going to be responsible for the education. The students are the recipients of the education. So both, parties are going to benefit from the presentation. So in attendance, we're going to have the students of the La Barberia Hair Institute. Now, of course, this is during a pandemic, so this will be a select group. This is not her full, students will not be in attendance. And then also there will be two teachers, Denise West and Miss Hennigan. I hope I'm saying her name right, Miss Hennigan. She is also the cosmetology teacher of Shaw High School cosmetology program. So those two teachers are going to be there. They're going to receive combs and some surprise other goodies we have for them, okay? So this is going to be great. And, it's just wonderful. I think this is probably going to be the first time that the barbers and the cosmetologists get together and hook up for one common cause. So I'm just so pumped. I'm just like, ooh.
Hey, that sounds like the barbers and the cosmetologists should have been getting together anyway. That just seems like a natural party.
Yes. So but we've been asking for this for a long time, but the powers that be who create the cosmetology curriculums, they kind of see things, a little bit differently. So of course, this is America. So we can we can be the change we want to see. So this is what we're saying, textured hair, these combs don't work. And we've been forced to have to put up with this stuff. We all have look at this.
Oh,
this comb is like textured hair did this. And this is not a bad comb. It's not. It's a wonderful comb. It's the wrong comb for that texture. But for all of our life, we've been and they put a black fist on it, tried to make us feel good, but that didn't necessarily work.
Say the put the black fist on the comb was to throw us off. That the comb was legit.
Yeah, they're trying to say this is legit, but that doesn't work. That's the truth.
Also, I'd like to say what's up to a couple more people that has joined us. Brother Amir said he was looking for the show yesterday. Yeah, we had some things we had to attend to yesterday. What's going on to Brother Carlton, my brother Adam Morgan, Brother Lesson in the building. What's going on? And everybody else, if you're watching the show right now, please share it. Ladosha is on here, not only giving out good information about her event that we were asked some more about, but as she does, good tips and information in history and just outright knowledge about hair. So
Yes.
share this. Also, if you want to donate, again, if you want to if you want to support Chill Talk so we can keep giving you this information, all this free stuff that we give you, the the connection is in the chat, and it's in the description box of how you can donate to Chill Talk at Cash App, $money to the number two chill. So feel free, just like Arsenio say, show your love. All right, so we can keep bringing you this type of programming. But yo, now Ladosha, now you got a lot of fans. We got some East Cleveland people big up in that you connecting this with East Cleveland, and I'm glad. That's one of, everybody knows I'm a Lee Harvard representative. Felicia is a Cleveland Heights representative. But we all love East Cleveland. We that's our cousins in
That's
East
home where the
Cleveland.
heart is. That's right. Home is where the heart is. That's right.
That is right. So what is your connection there with Shaw High School? How did that come about?
So my connection with Shaw High School is actually through, I call her the illustrious Denise West. And so she is the cosmetology teacher over at Shaw High School cosmetology program. So I was introduced to her via Kim Jenkins some years ago. And so we just basically have always stayed in touch. And during the pandemic, we actually she contributed to the Beauty and Barber Survival Plan. So there was about 10 of us who actually helped put that pamphlet together. And then once school got back going, she said, hey, can you come in to one of our Zoom classrooms and do a presentation? And even though half the kids was in bed, I'm trying to tell y'all, them kids stayed on. So I was like, okay, this is a new thing. But they were alert, they were involved, and we had a really good time. And so we all know the condition, what's going on, financially with all school systems. We all need to do whatever we can to contribute. So just like you need to contribute to this talk show, so please make sure you make a nice donation, because it's these platforms that allow us to, be able to get the word out. So in addition to helping Chill Out, we got to help out Shaw. And so this is how it's going down. So when the company called me up, Laura of La Barberia Hair Institute, she contacted me about the comb and was like, girl, I was on your YouTube all night and got all enthralled and was like, we need that comb. And so she said she's going to buy the combs. And then we talked about who might need some more combs. And so I said, hey, Shaw could definitely go for these combs. And so that's how we put it all together.
All right. Also, what's going on? Like I said, to Carlton Williams, what's going on to Corey Shorts? What's going on to Tyrone Walker? The legendary Beatmaster T is in the building. I guess he heard Ladosha was, people here in Ladosha is on here. So again,
I saw the brothers on the feed. I'm like, all these men, we got to get some men questions going on.
So yeah, brothers, I would say there you go. So she's made the offer. Brothers, you have some questions about men's hair. She has that information too. So you have information, you have questions about hair, you can shout it out in the chat. But I've also put the Zoom link in the description box. So if you want to jump in here, not that crazy, you can go ahead and personally ask Ladosha a question. But I do want to know about Rev Air, because obviously I've been in your salon, and the Rev Air product that I see, man, that's high tech. That is an incredible. I'm talking about the reverse air thing. Please tell me what that is. Explain to the people what it is.
Yeah, so the Rev Air is the world's first reverse hair dryer. And so the technology is that you have a wand that's going to reverse the air. The blow dryer blows the hair. The Rev Air is going to pull the hair. And so this is extremely important to anyone who has textured hair, anyone who has locks, anyone who wears braids, anyone who wears sew-ins. So this cool technology is really, really vital to the integrity of the texture of the hair, the hairstyle, and the scalp. Because that is the number one complaint that people with long hair or textured hair and those hairstyles have is number one, is it going to compromise my hair? Number two, it takes so long. Number three, is it difficult? And then number four, is it going to promote thinning? So a lot of men and sisters have these long locks and braids, and they're concerned about losing their hair. So Rev Air, the owner, Scott Thompson, he and two other gentlemen invented this device, and it is selling very well. People are like, oh, it's so expensive. But I'm going to do a video on my YouTube channel on Sunday, breaking down why it's worth the investment. So, so that's the story of Rev Air.
Yeah, and I've seen it. And not only, and you know how we do it. We practice cooperative economics. Uh, I send my people, the fam, go to the reference design team. They we support each other. So we just not BFF. We my family are customers.
Yes, they are. Long time. Long time.
There you go. So okay, Beatmaster T, Tyrone Walker wants to know how come he's going bald. Okay, now I don't know what your answer's gonna be. I suspect it has something to do with back in the day. I'm gonna say two things: Wild Irish Rose and the weed. Okay, no, I'm just.
You know what, T? You should bop him upside the head. So here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon
Okay,
about
break it down.
balding and thinning. By the way, it is available. All this information is available in my book. The book is also an e-book platform. So if you don't want to buy the book, brothers, y'all might not want to be seen with this book in your hand. Just go ahead on and download it. And remember, it comes to life, by the way. So here's what they don't tell you at the hair salon about balding and thinning. So this is for both men and women. So number one, balding and thinning is just the natural progression of getting old, period. So as we age, that little teeny tiny hole that the hair grows out of, it starts to shrink. Okay. Now we can do certain things that can exacerbate that shrinkage, such as throwing down on some Wild Irish Rose, not eating, not exercising, not cleansing the scalp properly, not combing the hair. So there are a lot of contributors that can make that aging process go along much faster. But for the most part, it's really just the natural part of aging. That's number one. Number two, you also can release a hormone that can be in your blood that's going to, cause the hair to kind of grow a little bit slower. Then you also have some increased testosterone, in the blood that can also cause the hair to grow slower. So you have some other things that's taking place that you have no control over, such as your hormones that causes hair to thin. And then last but not least, there is this little bug called a Demodex bug, and it's microscopic. I don't think you can get it out without some type of medication, and it actually eats away the hair before it comes out. Yeah. So thinning those are the top, three, just naturally part of aging. And then two, you got some hormonal stuff going on. And then of course, number three, genetics. So some people, they're just pre-genetically determined to thin. And then last but not least, just good old fashioned dirty. So if you're not cleansing the hair, then the mouth of the follicle is going to get clogged and the hair just physically won't grow through. So if you're thinning, 9 times out of 10 for most men, it's hereditary. Number one. Number two, it could be, the way you're cleansing your hair and scalp. So if you're infrequently cleansing it, it's going to thin faster. So the thinning, there are some things you could try naturally to get it to come back. Scalp massages are the best and the most effective. Rogaine is the only the OTC name, but minoxidil is the only medicine that's scientifically proven to grow back hair, but that's only if the follicle is still alive.
I was gonna ask you about that. So that's legit. That's some real. That's
Yes, it works. It really does work. But here's the thing though, it can grow back in the hair, but if you're not like scrubbing the scalp because the blood nourishes it. And see, a lot of Black people do not wash their hair. Everybody's still holding on to the every 2 weeks. And I'm like, no, guys, don't do that. So, and then some men, they wash their hair every day. And I'm like, no, guys, don't do that either. So you got to find that happy balance. So yeah.
okay. Now, listening to you before, I heard some. I mean, and when I heard this, I could not believe it. There apparently a thing that people think that you can wash. I don't know if this is a new woke thing, but people think that you can wash your hair with dirt. Like man, I think y'all taking this earth from the ground thing, this natural thing from the land, from the dirt, from the ground. I think y'all taking that too far. I may be wrong. First of all, Ladosha, is that a thing that people actually have said that you can?
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
Yeah. When I did research for my book, there's actually a book called Clean. I forgot the author's name, but it's called Clean. And so she gives a really good history. And I did a lot of research on my book. There was a point in history where, it's actually started in Europe. I hate to say it, but it's true. But in Europe, they really was big on not being clean because in their infantile thinking, they saw the grass and the flowers and your vegetables coming from the earth. And so they thought that meant that the dirt was good. And so they really forbid any type of washing up, period. Now, remember, the operative word is Europe. And I'm not throwing shade. I'm just telling y'all, this is historical. They wrote it down. And so that's really where that came from. And remember, the United States was pretty much formed, coming from Europe. So they brought with them from Europe to North America before it was called the United States. They brought with them a lot of their customs, their norms, their folk ways and mores and all that kind of stuff. So they brought that stuff over with them and it just kind of stuck and it just trickled down. And now they are what we call wives' tale. But there is no scientific fact that dirt makes hair grow.
Okay, now another question that people, when I told them that you were going to be on the show, this is another question they asked me. Women pulling their hair back constantly in ponytails, and men and women having tight cornrows or braids going backwards. Does that recede your hairline? Does that cause you does that affect the healthiness of your hair or your hairline in a negative way, the pulling away from your hairline?
Well, so again, it really falls into the hands of the technician, the person who's doing the hair. So the answer is no. So it will not. But you have to take into consideration, number one, the density, meaning how many fibers are on the hair. Number two, definitely the growth pattern. So some people's hair grows forward, some people's hair grows back, some people's hair grow to one side more than the others. And we just call it a natural fall, the way your hair naturally falls. So if you are styling the hair against the grain of the fall, then yes, it's going to come out. But that's not the braid's fault. It's the idiot. No, I'm just kidding. I'm being mean. Because people don't know this,
It's the person that pulled your hair back all tight when they braided it.
it's their fault. So it's not the braids. The braids are 100% safe, but you have to know how to do this properly.
Okay, and for the tight braids or the new weaves, I don't think y'all do weaves over there, but
We do waves.
y'all do weaves. Okay, all right. Is the pat game legit? That when the women instead of scratching it, is that better than the pat? That's not even good either.
If you are to a point where you're patting your hair, you're in trouble. You're in real big
So
trouble.
the reason that they're patting their hair is why, and why does that signify that there's a problem?
So if you're patting your hair, if you're doing this, I mean, unless you just got a little, tingle because you know,
It's itching.
yeah, if it's itching at that point of itching, you're just you're beyond filth. I mean, it's just
So the pat ain't too much better than the scratch.
yeah, patting is not good because that means the scalp has its own bio. It's a microbial habitat. And so the longer you go without washing it, especially if you're putting stuff on top of your hair and it's not clean, be it a cap or hair care products or your do-rags or, the hair just has to be clean. So if you're doing all this patting, then it's time to put some soap and water in.
Yeah.
It just ain't no other way to say it. You don't want to be walking around. You might can get through the day.
Now, what if it's like I find that my hair actually itches a lot even after I've just washed it. So I don't know if it's just because the scalp is dry, but I could have really just washed it and it's still dry.
Yeah, if your hair is itching after you shampoo it, it only means two things. And the first one is you didn't clean it right, or you didn't rinse out all the soap, and you didn't clean it properly, or you're allergic to it. Because you gotta keep in mind, like when you take a shower.
That could be because I find myself sometimes sneezing in the shower when I'm washing my hair.
Yeah, people are allergic to hair care products. People find it hard to believe. So at our salon, we ask all the time when we're shampooing hair, how are you feeling? Because when you start to have an allergic reaction, you start to feel something. So we never ask we don't not ask that question. And we ask it every time because people develop allergies. So some people can come in and not have any problems, and then before you know it, all of a sudden they're allergic to something, even if it's natural, organic, sulfate-free, perfume, and all this other stuff. Some people they just have a lot of skin sensitivities. So itchy scalp only means two things. One, it's not clean, you didn't rinse the soap out, and then or two, you're allergic to the product. It's not normal to itch after you wash up, even in the shower. If you take a shower and you wash up and you scratch, stop using the soap or go wash up again.
I needed a clarification too. I want to go back to what we were first talking about earlier with the sea moss. I remember you saying parting it into sections, putting it in your hair, putting some on the ends, but I didn't hear if you said you should wash that out or not. Are you leaving the sea moss in or rinsing it back out?
Yeah, you're definitely going to rinse it out because remember, you have to shampoo your hair, put the conditioner in, and comb it through, then apply the sea moss. So you can, put a cap on it and let it sit no more than 15 minutes and then rinse it out thoroughly because sea moss has those little granules in there and you don't want to get that left in your hair. So when you rinse it, just kind of take the comb and make sure you're getting it and keep your hair in those sections. So when the water hits your scalp, it's going to rinse everything off. Don't take all that out and then hold your head back and start rinsing. Don't do that because those granules will get trapped in your hair.
Okay, another question, and I've heard you address some of these things, and I believe if I was listening correct, one thing is right, one thing is wrong, one thing is good, one thing is bad. That you do suggest that you put olive oil on your scalp, but you suggest against coconut oil. Do I have those things correct? I've been listening. Talk to me, Ladosha.
Coconut oil is actually very drying, I think. Like I've used it on my skin before and I've noticed my skin get really dry after using straight coconut oil.
So what's the benefits and the
Yeah,
negative about those two things?
I think the challenge with people when it comes to using this stuff on the hair is that people are confusing hair styling with hair care. And so hair care is anything that's going to nourish and preserve the hair and prep it for the style. And so coconut oil, shea butter, cocoa butter, avocado, you know, black castor oil, those are actually for nourishing your hair. So you can add like a little bit to your concoction, but you can't style your hair. That has to come off. And so, and to be honest, it's better if you eat it. I watched your show last week with Dr. Benita Cole and the other doctor. It was the bomb. You guys were talking about the vaccination and everything. And one of the things that she said that just really, really stuck out to me is that you got to understand that your nourishments come through what you eat. She made that a bunch because somebody was, I think you asked like, can you take like juniper berries and eat all this stuff to, you know, kind of boost your immune system? And they were like, just eat the food. So you should eat the coconut, you know, make your own seasoning with the castor oil. Take the teaspoon and drink it, you know, chase it down with some citrusy juice. So if you eat those things, you'll be better. Cocoa butter, put it on your body. Don't put this stuff in your hair. Shea butter, put it on your body. It's not for your hair.
Okay, real quick for the brothers, because you know I've been working on my little joint right here, and everybody's been giving me all kinds of stuff to put on it. Jill, you put this type of oil on it, put some beard butter, not beer,
Beard butter. Ooh.
beard butter, all kinds of oils, some Afro Sheen. So, because I know I've seen my man, what's his name, with the beard, Doach the barber.
Dr. Bible.
So, what would Doach the barber tell me? And for brothers trying to, you know, and a lot of brothers got the full beard, but what things can we do to
All right,
nourish the beard?
what up? It's me, your homegirl, Dr. Barber, doing everything but cut the hair, all right? So Dr. Barber say, y'all should use some rosemary oil on them beards, okay? So the reason why you want to use rosemary oil on your beard, now you got to add that with the carrier. So you could just get some olive oil or grapeseed oil or sunflower seed. Those are the top 3 carrier oils that everybody who's into this organic natural stuff love. Grapeseed, sunflower seed, or olive oil, EVO, extra virgin olive oil.
EVO,
And
right.
then take just about, make it a little jar, a little bottle, like 4 ounces, and just like 10 drops, no more than 10 drops, and shake it up, all right? And then you're going to put it on your beard. Now, rosemary oil makes the hair feel so supple. You can put this in your hair. You can definitely put it on your beard. And immediately you'll be like, quit playing. Stop, okay? So that's 1. 2, you got to understand that essential oils, most of them are antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial, you see what I'm saying? So they'll kill off a lot of those microbes and bacteria that hold odor and make your beard kind of smell kind of funky. So you know what? It's going to help the beard smell really nice, and it's neutral. So a lot of, like, you know, if you work like you're a firefighter, you know, you work in the kitchen, you know, you're a cook, and your food, you're getting the smell of the food into your clothes and stuff. Hey, essential oils will zap that right out, and it won't clash with your cologne. So I have men customers. Y'all see what I got? I'm trying to tell y'all, brothers.
You gonna show us those flowers again? Felicia said she bought that gift life.
Telling you, yes, and then that's why. Because I mean, his girlfriend is like they girlfriends be cash apping me tips about they men and their hair, okay? So I'm telling y'all, brothers, this stuff works. Your girlfriends, your wives, your boo thing, you know, if you're in the same sex, whatever, he gonna love it too. So make sure you make that. And if you want it to grow, right, then you can add a little bit of burdock oil. And burdock oil is scientifically proven. Don't go to Google, go to Google Scholar and check out the research, okay?
The
It really works.
burdock. Okay.
I heard Dr. Cole say, I don't even know what burdock root is.
Right, because that's a go-to for the
Yeah, yeah,
anti
yeah.
vax. Instead, people use
Now, now,
they
burdock,
go to the
burdock is like
burdock root.
it's a stimulant, so and it cleanses. It's like a cleanser, so it really it works. It really helps people put on their eyebrows. Women for the I had a customer whose eyelashes got ripped from wearing the fake ones.
Oh my.
I had her put the burdock oil. Good Lord, child, she's just her eyebrows. It really does work. It really does.
Okay, and for the people who didn't know, if you've ever watched Ladosha's podcast or YouTube or Facebook or Instagram Live, she does a character called Dosh the Barber. So if you haven't seen, and she has like a beard, the Dosh the Barber beard.
Don't
So
be laughing, Felicia.
so if you
I
haven't
want to
seen,
see you. I want to see you turn this camera off. You gonna go to break and come back.
if you haven't
I
seen
wanna
the
see you
Dosh
back
the
here with that
Barber,
beard on.
I'll
you
go. I'll do a little comment on there when we get finished.
So where can they see the Dosh the Barber? Is that just on? Is your YouTube? Is that on your?
It's actually it's a Snapchat filter, but I put it up only on Facebook, so you
Okay.
cannot find Dosh the Barber on Instagram. You can't find her anywhere, not on Twitter. You can only find her on Facebook. So Dosh the Barber, she does everything but cut the hair.
Dosh the Barber got the beard, and Dosh the Barber puts it down.
What are
Again,
these ratios like? So if people want to use these things or get these oils, how do they know how much to use? Like, should they be
Okay,
concocting it and like?
so all of the your extra that's a great question. So your extra virgin olive oil, they call it EVO, your grapeseed oil, and your sunflower seed oil. Now understand these are food grade oils. Okay, this is why the FDA does not regulate them. Their pH is not. It's a little bit lower than 7, so they're very softening. This is why these are nice. But you, so I would tell everybody to start off with like 4 ounces because you don't need a lot. So just get you, you can go, guys, go see your girlfriends, little Victoria's Secrets and peel off the stuff and go clean it out, or go to the CVS and just get you a little 4-ounce travel bottle, okay? And just fill it up with your oil. All right. Everybody's got some extra virgin olive oil in the kitchen. They're cooking with it. The sunflower seed and the other
grapeseed.
yeah, you'll probably have to, go buy it. But mostly everybody's got some dang on extra virgin olive oil. All right. So pour it in there, and then you just take your essential oils and you're just gonna count it, and it'll drop, 10 drops. And then shake it. If you want to do your burdock oil, you just 2 drops, 1, 2. Shake it up, and then that's it. You can put it on your hair, your beard, your mustache, your eyebrows. I had a guy who was trying to get that goatee thing to connect, and he just couldn't get that little piece. And he was from the barbershop next door. I just made it for him, and he just dropped me. You know what I'm saying? Just I'm telling y'all, the brothers be like, that's my girl. I'm telling you, I got like credibility with the brothers. And like I said, the girlfriends, their wives, I'm telling everybody's favorite. And this stuff works because the kids can use it. Anybody's got some hair growth concerns, it's going to work. And your beard, it will feel and smell. I've had guys call me up. I'm trying to make my own beard oil. What can I do to make it better? And I said, put the rosemary oil in it, and I promise you. And they called me up. You know what? You the coolest girl. I love you, Ladosha.
Hey, just be prepared for Felicia to have her own brand of oils out next week, because she will go and make some stuff.
I'm telling you what you got. See, and the rule of thumb, and you could buy a book. I think it's called Essential Oils. They have a book strictly for essential oils. And so to like 4 ounces, essential oils are like life. So you don't need to use a lot. Most people overkill. So the more you use, the worse off. It becomes toxic. So you don't need that much. Because remember that this stuff gets into your bloodstream. People like, no, it don't. If you don't believe me, take that essential oil and rub it underneath your chin, right here. It could be peppermint, orange, lemon, and I promise you, within 20 minutes, you're gonna feel it on the tip of your tongue. So that's how powerful.
Especially that peppermint, it might be less than that. That peppermint is strong.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about the aroma. I'm talking about you're going to feel that tingling. If you do orange, you're going to feel that citrusy come up on the end of your tongue. So don't play around with those essential oils. You do not need that much.
Okay, so just so we can get this straight, for the brothers, I'm checking for the brothers now in the
For the
beer. You
brothers.
got the little bottle, you got the
4 ounces.
EVOO.
You're filling up the whole 4 ounces with the.
Yeah, you're going to fill it
With
up
the
to right there.
EVOO, and then you're gonna put in drops of rosemary oil.
10 drops.
10 drops of rosemary and something else. You need burdock.
And you can
maybe
do burdock like 2 drops. You know, no more. Some people
is that
might
in
wanna
addition
look at
to the rosemary?
Yes, in addition. And then just shake it up. And guess what? This is travel friendly. So you can take it on the airplane. They won't take it from you. And then that's it. You can make it as gifts. So you can make one for you, one for your wife, you know, your sweetheart. So it's just really nice, guys. I mean, you
So
will
they don't
love
check those little bottles. They don't check those at the TSA. You can carry.
They will check it, but you can get it on.
Oh,
It'll go through.
Okay, I was just
Yeah,
making
it'll
sure.
go
Like I can't put like some Ciroc in there or nothing and think I can.
I don't know about you gonna get in trouble with the rock, but no. So 4 ounces, you can. I've done it several times.
Okay. All right, just making sure. My cousin, Sweet Dirty Tone, in the building. What's going on all the way in the A? What's going on, Tone?
We got a picture of him up on Facebook. My cousin posted a picture of him with us.
Where your cousin me, Tone? Where your cousin? Okay, don't get Tone in trouble. Okay,
No,
anyhow.
this was back in the day. Like
Okay.
Andre Morgan. It was a long time ago. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Yeah. So I want to see the back in the day pictures of my cuz. But yeah, so people are joined in before she goes. It's the last call. You have any questions about hair care, men's hair, women's hair? We have her here. We have the expert, my BFF in the building, Ladosha Wright, the Wright Products, Reverence Design Team, author of several books, all kinds of entrepreneurial things. But if you have questions about hair right now, hit them in the link, or you the link to the actual Zoom. If you want to jump on and say what's up to Ladosha. I saw somebody jump on real quick, but they were back out before I could actually let them in the room.
You
but
get them in.
the link, the Zoom link is in the description box. But if you have a question that you want to put in the chat, feel free to do so, and we will try to get them answered.
Ooh, yes.
But I do, oh, Dosha, I had another question. I don't know, Felicia, you have some other hair questions while I remember what somebody else told me to ask.
No, not really. I just was wondering if you could kind of recap about the comb too. So if we had anyone who missed it, or some latecomers and something about the comb.
So here's the thing with the Wright comb. So let's just put these combs a view like this way. We'll put all the combs like together, okay? Just like this. So here we can see the combs this way. Now, remember, we're talking about why this is going to be really, really important for these barbering and cosmetology students is because there is a large percentage of the world that comes into barbershops and hair salons with hair texture like this. This is my homegirl, Nene. That's Nene, okay? All right, and so the challenge is that the teeth are too short. So in this instance, the hair is going to get caught up. Now I'm banking on that a lot of this design is coming out of the pain that a lot of people with that texture feel when they comb it. So maybe in theory, or the hypothesis is that if we go with something wider, we can rake through it, but you can't do that. You have to comb the hair out. So the teeth won't get through afro hair because they're rounded. So you need something with a
Now
little
that's the
point.
kind I've used for a long time.
Yeah, this will definitely, and a lot of people complain about, I've lost my texture, my curls, men, thinning, children, pain. So this is really going to hurt a lot, and you're going to not have the hair combed out because the teeth are not right. Okay. This
Really
one
weird
here,
that you mentioned. I'm sorry, I know
no,
you're
go
doing
ahead.
a presentation, but I've never made that correlation. And now that you're saying that, so like I was saying, that is the comb that I've been probably using. I mean, not that or something very similar to it. I've been
Yeah.
using for a really long time. And I was just saying recently how my curl is not the same. Like my hair does not curl up anymore like it used to.
Yeah, when people use this comb, the top 3 things we hear, number 1 is thinning, that my hair is not as thick as it used to be. The bulk, they can see through it. So that's number 1. Number 2, of course, the texture for sure. And then 3, a lot of people, the length. So they always notice those top 3 things. All right.
And I never made the correlation that it could be the comb. I'm just like, what's going on with my hair?
Right. And then the 4th would be, the scalp. I mean, the tender-headedness. So the combs come into contact with the hair more than anything. This is how I know from my own research that combs are the culprit. As a matter of fact, combs are so awful to a lot of African Americans. They don't even want to comb their hair anymore. I have so many customers that are like, I don't comb my hair, I just finger comb it. That's a sad situation. It's like, I don't brush my teeth anymore, I just use my fingers. Come on, people. But it's not that
I ain't gonna go that far, but
yeah, hey. And then so this one, you see what happens. So you're gonna get a hand cramp with this one. And then you see what happens. Afro hair will tear this up. This is pretty sturdy. But you see what happens is that the teeth get bent, then the hair starts to turn because the teeth aren't right and then they're too short. So if you have a little short, afro, less than 1 inch or 2, you're gonna be maybe okay, maybe. But if you have more, look at that. Well, there it is. That's a perfect example. You see, it's not gonna happen, all right? And so now we have the right comb. So the teeth, as you can see, they have just a little concave in there, but not pointed, but to actually get in. It's got a little bit of flexibility, but not too much where it'll break. It's got a grip. So for both men and women, of course, it's ambidextrous. We like the little hole because you can hook it in the shower, okay? And then look at the ergonomics. So it's round, so it can get through the head as you move it around without ripping. This is definitely going to snatch your hair out because the teeth are straight. So you're going to definitely pull your hair out, and by the force is going to happen right at this area. So this is why women start to see the length and that little piece that just, what happened to my hair right here? We hear that a lot. It's this comb, these types of combs. So this, that's never going to happen. And then, like I said, when you look at the combs in antiquity, go on over to the museum, Google the British Museum, or just Google ancient combs, and you'll see. And they had some long hair back in the day with a lot of texture. So, hey, go figure.
I'm just connecting so many dots as you talk, because the last time I went to go get my hair done, my stylist was saying that she was like, we cut your hair. She's like, and it always grows back. Like it grows long, but it keeps breaking off. She's like, I don't know what you're doing.
And see, and that's good that she's noticing that. But the drawback is that in the beauty and barber industry, there's not enough of proper education. They have education, but everybody is afraid to talk to Black folk about that hair because that visceral response, first of all, you ain't black, you can't tell me nothing, and second, oh, my hair ain't like hers and y'all don't understand. So everybody's angry about that hair. So that's why I think God put me on this planet. I got that conversation. I can handle it, okay? And it's because the stylist doesn't know. I mean, the first question I ask everybody whenever they talk to me about their hair, the first question I want to know, when was the last time you washed it? Number one. Number two, are you combing your hair? And if so, show me the comb and then show me how you're combing your hair. And when they do that, I'm going to get the answer, because the hair does something that I call atom breaks. And atom breaks is just a fancy word for forecasting or telling a story. So the hair is going to tell me, I know what you're doing just by looking at it. But I need you to give me some more so that when I break it down, like you said, you're getting this aha moment. And I've been doing this my entire career, and I've never, not one time, have I faltered on those three principles. So whenever I ask those three questions, when they're concerned about those things, that's going to be the culprit.
All right, Ladosha, right in the building. I want to ask you one or two more things, and then we're going to let you one more time tell about the event and how they can, if they can see the event. I do want to say that Wright comb looked like something that my mama would have whipped me with back when I was little. So I'd have to that.
Probably still need to.
She was quick with it. Stop, get your head out there and get out the candy jar. Bow. Like, no.
Get your butt up off that sidewalk out here.
Oh, you back with that again, Felicia? Okay. All right. Still talking about me falling. Y'all got jokes. Question, is this a old wives' tale? Is this just some lookership, or does this have truth to it? Does braiding your hair make it grow? People say you braid your hair, then you take it. Oh my God, look at all that hair. Does it make it grow? Is that just how it looks? What's the deal? Because I've heard it, braiding your hair makes your hair grow. And sometimes braiding your hair makes you lose your hair. But anyway, go ahead.
No, braiding hair does not make your hair grow. So braiding hair keeps your hands out your hair so that as it grows, you can stop breaking it off. How's that? So that's how the braiding hair goes. So braiding your hair, it keeps your hands out of it so that you can stop, snapping it and touching on it. So that's the benefit. But hair grows solely through hormonal activity. That's it. Your hormones.
It keeps the heat off of it. Like if you have it braided, you're not putting heat on it so much, which a lot of people do. So I think sometimes people.
Yeah, he get the bad rap. Nothing's really damaging the hair. It's just the technique. So when you braid the hair up, a lot of people, are braiding their hair up too, or being recommended or suggested to braid their hair because they are the ones who are snapping it off. People don't like the diligence, particularly when you have textured hair. So if the hair is straight, this is a no-brainer. Your scalp is going to secrete the oils and it's going to slide straight down and you're going to see the length like tomorrow. So fast. But when you have texture like this, less or more, the oils cannot travel through all of this. So the myth is that in this hair can't get down in there. That's not true. So when you braid it up, you're keeping your fingers and your hands and stuff out of it so that it can stay put. So that as it grows, it won't break off. And now, most people who have braids in their hair, they're either going to oil their scalp or spray some type of sheen on it to kind of keep the look. And that's keeping the hair coated so that as you go to sleep and turn your head, it's not doing rubbing out. So that's the benefit of braiding the hair. I heat style my hair. I have customers, we heat style their hair every day and the hair grows down their back. Why is it working? Because they're replenishing, they're restoring their hair every week. A lot of people, I got my hair done, I want it to last for 2 weeks. No, don't do that. Heat, relaxers, hair color, they always get the bad rap as things that damage hair. And all I say is, that's like saying heat is bad for food. If the heat burned the chicken or the pancakes, it's not the heat's fault. It's the chef.
So, and I was going to ask that question off of what Felicia said. So, and I guess you answered it, but I'm going to ask it again. So, are you saying that blow drying hot air or the hot cone, man, I can see the smoke, or the hot curlers, heat flying? You trying to tell me that that does not damage the hair?
It's a fiber. It's like saying heat damages this when you take it to the dry cleaners. That's what it's made for. It's for design. We know that hair, the purpose of hair is protection and adornment. It's a fact. Humans have been beautifying themselves. It's innate. Birds do it. Bees do it. They want to look good. They get in, they do the little bird bath, it's true. So adorning yourself is.
Well, I'm thinking more in terms of prolongment, though, because like and I get your analogies, your references, but I also think about those like, okay, well, in terms of even if the chef cooks this in the right amount of heat every day, doesn't mean that it's good for your body to ingest. Like for me to have a fried food every day, whether it's cooked, perfectly or over fry, or what I mean, or whatever. Just of me doing it every single day, is that going to be
oil, not the heat?
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah, but if you clean the skillet, you clean it. I mean, we ain't gonna live forever, and the skillet ain't gonna be cooked with forever. But if you clean the skillet, you can put anything that the skillet is made to design to cook in it. You won't have any problems. You can cook an egg in it for 365 days a year. You have chefs who got my favorite pot, and they have it for a long time. But I still got my grandmother's cast iron skillet. It's not bad. It's the person who does not know how to use it. If the hair is in a compromised state, it's not because, and the person still uses the heat. It's not the heat's fault. It's the person who's not respecting the fabric. There are some fabrics that need a certain amount of heat, and some people use too much, some people use too little. And it's not the heat's fault. It's gonna always, the onus is gonna lie on the person who's using it. Hair is a fiber, and you can safely, alter it every single day, and provided it's clean and you're using the right products, the right tools, and the right technique, you're not going to have any problems. But if you're doing something to hair that's already compromised, you can't really blame it on the product. You can't say, oh, that color, that scarf, that heat, it damaged my hair. No, the owner, the person who did that, they damaged the hair. They did not respect what the fiber can do. So you can do whatever you want to do to your hair, provided, you're what I call a good candidate. I curl my hair every single day. I ain't got no problem. Y'all see my little afro push up there, but I'm vain. I wash it every day. I always use I wash it, once, sometimes twice a week. If I'm, I swear by protein. I keep my hands cut. I shape my hair up, and I've got access to the best things. And so I've had no problems. And I have some people, it's the adverse, but that's because they're not understanding how much or what it takes to manipulate that fabric and not have any problem. People have blue jeans from high school. People have jackets that they've owned, since they were in high school, and they're like my age, 55, and they're still rocking it.
I got my troop jacket. No, I don't have my troop jacket.
Yeah, and they've been washing it, putting it in the dry cleaners, and it's still there. Nothing's wrong. Why? Because they took care of the fabric. If they don't take care of the fabric, they won't have that jacket from high school.
They're also not wearing it every day or dry cleaning it every day either.
Yeah, right. But remember, they are doing what the fabric calls for. So those clothes aren't meant to be worn every day. Hair fibers, they are. You can manipulate them, provided you understand. If it's a point where I shouldn't be doing that to my hair, then I shouldn't do it. That's where the onus comes in at. But if I'm gonna say I've got this blonde in my hair, if I put 450 degrees of heat on this every day, whose fault is that? It's not the
Yes,
heat.
then I guess that's where the problem comes in. It's like, oh, well, you can do it every day, but if you mess it up, then it's your, like, how is someone supposed to know? If you just say you can put heat on your hair every day,
Right.
then how
You
do I
gotta be
know what's
the same
enough or
way
what's
with
not?
that food. Right. The same way with that food. You got to listen to what? The doctors, the experts, but people are being self-appointed. I'm going to make myself the healthy hair expert. How do you be the healthy hair expert when you're not a nutritionist? You have to, healthy hair comes from the inside. If you're not a nutritionist, shut up. Stop saying that. Do you specialize in healthy hair? No, I do not. It's an internal job, but people like Chill was saying, you got that lookership, and people try to dumb down hair way too much. We're hair stylists. We're not dermatologists. I have a certificate in trichology, but I'm not a dermatologist. So there are levels, to that. So when you're visiting these professionals, it's their job to tell you, you know what, you're not a good candidate. We had a guest, I see it all the time. People get mad and, it's my job, to tell you you're not a good candidate for that. You can't have it. You can't do it. And there's some people, I teach customers how to do their own hair. They don't even come back to me anymore.
Okay. Oh, so Dos, you're saying is some women come in and say, I want to get this done to my hair and blah blah blah. There's occasions where we can say, no, we can't
No,
do that.
yeah. People say I want color. What's your commitment to color? The minute they say, well, what's that? I'm going to explain to them what the commitment to color is and what's the long term if you don't come back. And if they say, oh, well, maybe not, then we talk about what can you put in your hair so that, let's just say, in 6 months or 3 months, you're never going to come back. This is the best color for you. And they won't have any problem. But if they don't come back and they don't do what I recommended, yeah, they're gonna have some problems.
Okay.
You
Well,
know,
we
so
So
yeah,
what do
so
you have to say? What do you have to say about I mean, these some new age salons, I won't say all of them, because I mean, I do know a lot of salons that are not like this, but they want you to come with your hair already washed, which are, they're not even really taking those steps to really care for the hair. They're really only styling your hair.
right. But I mean, in all honesty, they are being honest. That's what they're saying. I am a stylist. And
Mhm.
most stylists, I mean, and it's nothing bad on them. That's what they're going to do. You ask for a hairstyle, I gave it to you. If you want hair care, take your monkey ass to Ladosha. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't what I do. So that's not what they do. And we have to discern, and that's in my book. There's a difference between hair care and hair styling. So when people come to me, I tell them off the rip, I'm not the best hairstylist. You need to, and some hairstylists are also hair care experts. Dr. Spritz, Chris Blue, Greg Gilmore. These guys can do both the bomb. Me, I can take care of it, but don't ask me for no undercut. I no, I can't. Remember, I'm Dosha the barber. I do everything but cut the hair. So people don't come to me for a great haircut and finger waves and all this because I don't know how to style hair. But when they want hair care, they want hair color, I got you covered.
mm, most people won't come out and tell you that. They'll just come up there and try to work their hand. Uh, we've been going. It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
Before we finish out, Doge, again, let
Yes.
them know what's going on between uh, Shaw High School cosmetology, and I don't want to mess up the name of this
The
woman's.
Barberia.
Okay, and La Barberia. When is it going down? What time can people participate?
So it's going down on Tuesday, February the 9th between 1 to 2 p.m. on Facebook and Instagram Live temporary, because Instagram won't let you go as long as Facebook. And we are going to be giving away the Wright combs to Shaw High School Cosmetology Program and the La Barberia Hair Institute, which is a barber college, is going to be introducing this comb as a part of their barbering kit. And I'm going to do a wonderful presentation about the history of textured hair and combs. And then we're going to do a demonstration on how to use this comb correctly and what we hope to see happen. All the cosmetology and barber schools will have what?
The Wright comb.
Well,
There we
I
go.
want mine too. So when is it available to the regular public?
It's ready. It's available now. You come to the salon tomorrow. I start at 8:30, so you can come in and you can get you one.
I actually have to pick up a lunch order tomorrow afternoon from our
like
girl
Michael
and
Jackson.
family chill, Tiffany Moore. She lives right around the corner from you on Washington. So I
Tiff
am
Moore.
stop over there.
Now everybody know where Tiff Moore lives. We're coming over your house, Tiffany. Yeah.
Get that dinner.
Better get some dinners if you coming.
Yeah, I might have to call for that.
Oh, Tiff, hey, Ladosha, Tiff Mo and them hooking up them nice dinners. Please believe.
Well, yeah, Felicia, text me what the menu is so I can place my order. But yeah, so come by tomorrow and pick it up. Join us Tuesday, February the 9th on Facebook and Instagram between 1 to 2 p.m. is going down at La Barberia Hair Institute with Laura, Waverly, Denise, and Mrs. Hennigan.
All right, there we go. Hey, everybody that was watching this, hope you shared it because, man, we got some information handled on here. It's not too late to share it. You can still share it right now and they'll still get the whole show. And man, if y'all watch this whole show and y'all didn't put nothing in the tip jar, I'm coming get y'all getting all this information. But yeah, if you want to donate to Chill Talk, you see the information in the chat.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Check out my podcast.
All right, you can Cash App at
giving us
man, y'all let me get this Cash App information out. Cash App, man. If y'all let me get finished to say this Cash App thing. Cash App $money to the number 2 chill. Go ahead, Felicia. What you? Oh, look at that. Okay, man. Oh, how many combs are right? Look at that. She making it rain. How many combs? Do you know how many combs you're giving out? How many combs are being given out? Not you, but how many combs?
How many? But it's going to be a lot. I don't know how many, but it's going to be a lot.
Kids, adults, you get a comb, you get a comb, you get a comb. It's going down. The Wright comb. All right, Haney, anything before we leave up out of here from your end?
Check out my YouTube channel.
Check out Ladosha's YouTube channel. Give out I don't think you shared your social media handles. You gave your website, but I don't think you gave your social media handles.
Oh, okay. So my Instagram is Ms. MS Ladosha, or RDT Hair Salon. And then the YouTube channel is affectionately Ladosha Wright. And then of course the podcast is, and my blog is What They Don't Tell You at the Hair Salon.
All right, there we go.
I will be there to see you tomorrow.
Felicia be there to get her. Hey man, tell Tiff what's Tiff cooking up tomorrow. She normally send me some information. I didn't get it this time, so I need to find out.
She got a bunch of stuff. She got like salmon dinner. She got some beef stroganoff or something. She got.
I need to send something to my mama house. I'm gonna call Tiff and send Cash App her that money so she can take my mama some food. Cause my mama don't play. She go put it on the steps and then walk away. And then I'll open it after you leave because I'm not catching corona. So my mama not playing with y'all about this right here. Also, don't forget, please go to Eventbrite and make a donation, get a ticket for Love Letters starring Lee. I don't know what Ladosha is over here doing, trying to get extra viewers. Okay, anyway. Ladosha trying to get us some extra viewers up in here. Talking about she getting flowers because she giving hair.
I got the menu too.
All right. So Love Letters, Leon Bibb, the iconic, legendary Leon Bibb, Sandra Bishop, It's a fundraiser for the Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. Only asking for an $8 donation, but if you want to, you can make more of a donation. Go to Eventbrite, GCLABJ, Greater Cleveland Association of Black Journalists. Love letters. You can find it any of those ways. For love letters the day before Valentine's Day, or as our people call it, Valentine's Day. You know how we do it. Valentine's Day. Would you give me
Did you get that popcorn I sent you?
Oh, yes, I did. Thank you. It was the caramel corn and the cheese. It was delicious. Thank you, Dosh. Looked out for my brother, even though I wasn't there. Like you always
Or was that
do.
Garrett's?
It was delicious. All right, we up out of here, Dosh. Thank you very
Peace
much.
out.
Always doing your thing. Felicia Haney, she's telling you to stay tuned because we will probably have some movie giveaway stuff or some other stuff to give away.
Do for sure.
Thanks for having
I didn't say.
Go ahead for sure.
Oh,
what?
absolutely. We for sure do have Judas and the Black Messiah coming up. If we are not, I think we might be giving those out next week.
Okay, and you know that's a film made in Cleveland.
Made in Cleveland about Fred Hampton of the Black Panther Party. If it's not next week, we're doing it the following week. But I want to say we're giving the tickets away this upcoming Wednesday, which is our normal night.
Okay.
So
and I'll give
tuned.
you guys the update from I will be, I think the African American Film Critics Association, as I am a founder of it, I think that they sent us to Zamunda for the filming, for the opening. So I may get a chance to get an advanced screening and maybe a talk back with the cast of Coming to America.
Awesome.
So I got to update and check the latest information that I got from our president, executive director of AFCA, Gil Roberts. And maybe we'll get Gil on the show too, to give some updates on Coming to America. But yeah, so I'll give you updates on that. I may be going to Zamunda. Talk about it. All right, we up out of here. Haney, I'll talk to you. I'll see you, and we up out of here.
Peace.
We go.